Всем привет. Всем добрый вечер. Продолжаем детективить. Ё-моё. Я играл в 16-17 году. Здорово, Артур. Привет. Кого-то сбили нафиг.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
I need a drink. I got the goddamn kids.
Поехали.
My sister's always been lucky when it came to her weight.
Посмотреть кафе у Рэя.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I
Ешь
said all's
ты.
fair in
Дай пройти.
I don't know what makes you so stupid, but it really works.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an
His
ID.
name's Phelps. I read about
I don't
him
want
in
to
the
be
paper.
rude, but I ain't got time for talking.
You think talking's cheap? Try hiring a lawyer.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Здорово, Паш, привет. Вот тут близко, я думал, далеко придется.
Detectives, over here.
Так.
Coul Felips, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps? You should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Не было шансов.
I ended on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Готов. Так, а может он не ходил в бассейн-то сегодня? Он же не каждый день, наверное, ходит-то. По определенным, наверное, каким-то дням. Понедельник, среда, пятница, может. Повышение страховой выплаты в случае смерти.
Patterson has life insurance.
Застраховал свою жизнь и помер. Нормально. Удачно. Водительское удостоверение.
We can notify next of kin.
Бабки. Не пригодятся. Ну, с утра было, да. С утра был
What have you got
коллапс.
on the victim? From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Шляпа.
Careful where you step, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Ну, с утра жопа была, короче. Хотя я вроде нормально доехал.
Another day.
Но ребята, которые у нас на машинах, они опоздали.
This
На
blood is a long
полчаса,
way
там
from
на
the
40
body.
минут.
Car must have been going like a
Работа.
bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact. A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
Дела.
Seems irrelevant.
Тоже вряд ли. Нифига тут нету, короче. Пойдем на допрос.
It's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Погнали.
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Так.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been
3
very
из
helpful.
3.
You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Так, бармен.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Ага. Здорово, Диман, привет.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Так, сомнения.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
У нас такая же фигня, у нас завтра вообще дождь обещают. Сегодня плюс 3, что ли, было, или плюс 2, или плюс 3. Завтра плюс 4 дождь.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Так.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
А у вас суббота? Не, у нас завтра.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Так.
What was it about?
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those two off.
Thanks for your help,
Блин,
Lynch.
2 из
I'm gonna
3.
need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Так, газетка. Я уже не хочу морозов от слова. Так, а я думаю, уже не будет морозов, уже хорош. Там уже весна, через 3 дня.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor.
У меня обычно, когда резкая смена погоды идет, обычно голова болит. Ну, сегодня еще более-менее, как бы нормально. Обычно хуже бывает. Резкие перепады, когда.
Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Так, короче, что мы имеем? Муж с женой поссорились, мужа сбила тачка. Правильно? По итогу.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a
Нет, это еще не это уже не тренировки. Мы уже в отделе этих преступлений, которые, короче, с машинами. Транспортное это преступление, которое с машинами связано. Вот мы вчера первую миссию прошли, когда там в машине кровь была, когда типа муж сценировал свою собственную смерть. И вот сейчас вторая миссия уже в этом отделе. Так.
We'll check in with you.
Okay. I'll get him onto a slab. Should have the report soon.
Thanks.
Погнали. Дом Паттисона. Там, по идее, жена должна быть.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. We saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Any unit in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. Third Neal Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Такое бывает. Да, я полчаса посмотрел. Все. А сегодня Краснодар, да, играет в 11. Ну, тоже полчаса посмотрю и спать пойду. Здорово, Стасок, добрый вечер. Ну да, там удаление что-то на 20 какой-то минуте было. Причем я так и не понял, из-за чего. Ну там нарушение как бы было, но не на красную карточку. И притом мне непонятно, почему вар не смотрели. Просто он сразу красный показал и все.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Непонятно. Здорово, Лех.
Is this about my husband?
Что-то все в одно время
We're
приходит.
investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Так.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Интересно получается. Вот и корректировка качества подъехала. В смысле? Реал чемпион. Ну это да. Все просто. Машина сбила его. Ну да. Кого сегодня колоть будем? Вот они, первые.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Угу. А что у меня в блокноте-то? Красный Линкольн Континентал, письмо страховой компании, бумажник, отчет, погибший был в состоянии опьянения, окровавленный нож, подслушанная ссора. Ну, это точно либо два, либо сомнение, либо ложь. Я, конечно, попробую, но мне сейчас истину уберут и все. Давай уберем ответ. А, ну, значит, сомнение.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
А, теперь у меня можно качество трансы менять. Ну, я как не был партнером, так и нет. Алекс Птичкин, привет. Спасибо. Но мы недели 2 назад вернулись, по-моему. А, или нет. Или на прошлой мы проходили Tomb Raider. Так, причина ссоры.
We were always arguing. So what?
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws.
Подслушанная ссора.
You married? The arguments are never any different.
We're leaving, Lorna.
Не попал.
But this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye
Не
on
попал. Уйдет сейчас. Там главное, чтобы у тебя регулярный стрим были определенное количество людей на них. Я не думаю, что у меня много людей на стримах. Там вряд ли от этого зависит. Подожди, где мне телефон-то взять, набрать? Гражданочка.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Coul Felps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner.
Так.
Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue
Срочно прибыть в морг.
Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Ну, появился. Нет, в принципе, пофигу. Главное, чтобы она не пропала. Так. Сидите, не уходите, я скоро вернусь. Мне срочно в морг надо. Так, что он думает?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Back downtown for the autopsy report. Let's see what the coroner makes of Lester Patterson.
Поехали. Морг. А Кортни Шелдон это кто? Или... Подожди. А, Шелтона. Кто такой Шелтон? Я что-то пропустил. Не, я думаю, не осилит. Дома надо было осиливать, а они дома проиграли. Я думаю, вряд ли они в Хорватии выиграют. Ладно, погнали. Подмога. Не, он иногда что-то там подсказывает, иногда стреляет там, когда перестрелка. Напарник. Когда ты типа не знаешь, что делать. Ой, мне кажется, сюда мне точно не надо было, ну ладно. Когда ты уже не знаешь, что делать, то можешь к нему подойти, спросить. Что-то иногда подсказывает. Блин, как я эту матрешку, блин, не расколол. Надо было, небось, опять сомнения просто выбрать, 2 раза сомнения и все. Кража со взломом. Так.
Where the hell have you been? 4 punks been helping themselves to the suits.
Oswald Jacobs? You work here?
Goddamn right I do. I've been watching the place for 10 years.
Что есть, то
waiting
есть.
for something like this.
Calm down. Show us to the suspects.
You go first. How about I back you up?
Деду не проведешь. Говорит, вы первые, а я вас прикрою. Хитрец.
LAPD.
Ё-моё.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Фига они палят.
Stay down.
Убил.
Can I get some cover here for the love of God? Why won't you fucking go down?
Убили. Так я надеюсь заново, а не провал.
All units in the vicinity, see the security guard at 459 there now at 536 South Figueroa. Unit to ammo code 2.
Пропустить там можно как?
Where the hell have you been? 4 punks been helping themselves to the suits.
Oswald Jacobs?
О, можно.
LAPD.
Ёбаный, я думал, в пулю попал. Закрываю, брат.
How long do you think you can hold out?
он побежал. Ну, забавно. Тихо. Я просто знаю, куда стрелять. Что там, еще один?
I'll be right behind you, Phelps.
А прикроешь, да, меня?
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force.
Все, готово. Всех перебил.
Car 11K.
Так, теперь в морг надо.
Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I'll need an ambulance at 536 South Figueroa Street, Holcher's Textiles. Also notify a supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner, and I'll notify your supervisor. All units, 11K advises code 4 on the shooting at Holcher's Textiles. The suspects are down, code 4.
Смеркалось. Блин, сейчас опять через весь город ехал. Немного устаешь вот от таких покатушек постоянно. Был бы какой-нибудь там, я не знаю, быстрое перемещение. Было бы проще. Может, оно есть, или какое-то. О, нет. Хватит с меня, подождите. Я вот только на место прибыл. Я больше не буду брать.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Так, где он есть? А, вот.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Поняли, да, что происходит вообще?
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad girls live.
Повезло, что я ножичек-то нашел в мусорном баке. Иначе доказательств не было бы. Ты дом Шелтона. Кто это такой? Адрес, по которому зарегистрирован владелец Линкольн Континент. А, ну давай. А, точно, это владелец машины. А я думал, кто это такой? Мы же звонили по этому вопросу как раз. Обратно к тете? Не, пока рано. У нас еще нету подтверждения, то что кровь на ножичке совпадает с кровью погибшего. Ой. Чихнул. Нет, не буду. Передумал. О. Как раз машинка припаркована. Та, которая сбила. Видимо. Мы что, типа его ждать будем? Ты куда собрался, родной? Угу.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Ну, здрасте, приехали. Ты что, серьезно?
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Погоня. Слава богу, не бегать за ним, а на машине подъехать. А то я уже устал бегать.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
А, надо протаранить, да? Протаранил.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Ё-моё, нифига ты, блин. Я не ожидал такого поворота. Все, конец балла.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
А, подожди.
Give it up,
Okay,
LAPD!
had enough.
С другой
It was a
стороны.
vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton.
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
So, initial report came back with an ID on our
Другая
victim,
машина
Lester
наша.
D. Pattison of 182 North Hope Street. Captain wants us there double quick.
Наша, да, немножечко поживее выглядит. Пободрее. Так, обратно. К дому Паттисона. То есть сладкие парочки. Но я не поеду я на помощь никуда, отстаньте. Просто пользуется моей безотказностью, мне кажется. Так нельзя. Хорошего понемножку. Хорошего понемножку. Спокойно. Осечка просто была. Блин, опять тут встреча. Я вчера тут был. Опять эта дорога. Так, надеюсь, они там не убежали никуда. Блин, а подтверждения-то нету, что кровь на ножичке совпадает, да? Или есть у нас? Дай улики посмотреть. Так, красная линия, такое письмо из страховой компании, бумажный Паттисон зарезан. Окровавленный нож, подслушанная ссора. Окей, погнали. Все, колоть их, пошли.
Spoken to the coroner.
Все еще дома.
He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I have nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you
Leroy,
had all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do with it.
You think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too late, Sabo.
Даже колоть не пришлось. Сами все порешали без меня. Обалдел.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot. Slow down. Watch it stick. Oh my God. I knew it was gonna break out like this. Come on, Flatfoot, let's negotiate.
Иди сюда, рыло, говорит.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Help me!
С третьей пули только попал. Но главное, я попал. Короче, все померли.
I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Эх, а я думал, сейчас мы будем раскалывать их. Не тут-то было.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp
Спринтер из
elbows,
меня не очень.
detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Не, вчера вроде ничего, бодренько бегал. Сегодня подустал уже. Так, найден улик 8 из 9, правильный вопрос 6 из 8. Дело закрыто, похвально. Еще один визит в кафе у Рэй, и вы бы узнали, что Лерой готов на все, лишь бы избежать тюрьмы. Так, сколько у нас? 43 минуты. Ну давайте еще одну миссию пройдем. И хорош. И пойдем в футбол.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Так, кто там? Падший идол. Ага.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
that bum took a swipe at me, I put him down with my sap.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you back in the day. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in Central.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Тихо, ты не ворчи.
You're a couple of shingles short of a fool.
Сидит, ворчит там что-то. Так, присаживайся, давай. Нас ждут великие дела. Как нам с тобой на гору попасть? Вопрос. А, ну вот, собственно. Ничего сложного. Вроде. Где у вас тут заезд? Сюда, да? Спасибо.
Stop just ahead.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to Central Receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey, out of the way, bub.
Так, короче, надо
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash
посмотреть,
site.
потом опросить. Где спуск у вас тут? Ну-ка, разойдитесь. Комиссар Коломбо пришел, блин. Так, товарищ, я пройду?
I ain't the guy you want to talk to, detective.
А, не тот, да? Извините. Пойду дальше. Искать того, кто нам нужен.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part. You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Письмецо. Под талоны. Ну, это письмо девочки, походу, от родителей. Красивый почерк, ну да. Камила Хамильтон. Письмо матери.
Long way from home. Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Это нам нужно? Вряд ли. Все, нет.
What do you think?
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Так я с ним только что говорил.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my
Бутафорская
first
голова.
guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Угу. Этой головой придавили педальку.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Погнали. Зададим пару вопросов водителю. Так, где она там сидит-то? А, вот. Да господи. Так забавно перешагнул.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Так, наркотическое
We understand that
опьянение.
you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Да помнит, сомнения.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
О, Марк Бишоп. Появилось имя. Хорошая наличка была. Так, пострадавшая пассажирка.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Опять сомнения давай.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Mrs. McAfee,
Давай
I think it would be in
четырёх
everyone's
приёмов.
best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys
провал.
can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Так, а девочка где? В больнице, да?
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness and sent to receiving hospital.
Пришла в себя пострадавшая девушка.
11K Roger, en route.
Поехал. Ага. Благо, что тут все рядом. Шаговая доступность, так сказать. Ты что, не пойдешь? А, нет, пойдет.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold
Okay.
me here. No, I don't
Feeling
need
better
to be
since this
manhandled
morning,
by a
Jessica?
doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey,
My head still
where is
feels
the
swimming.
telephone? See?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Coul Felips. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Как это не было? Было сомнение. Нет, подожди. Давай уберем одну. Ложь тогда.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Ну, давай нижнее белье.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Опять врет.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Письмецо имеется. Матушке.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Mm-hmm.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Ну, допустим.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of a camera with the lights turned on you.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica.
Блин,
Been a big help.
24 опять.
Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
Так а чем мне
It might
надо
be a good
было
idea if you
ее
went back home
давить?
till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Угу.
There she goes. Come on.
Что-то опять началось. Так, надо на безопасном расстоянии двигаться.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Так трусами-то я уже первый раз ее... Вот с трусами-то я как раз попал. И с письмом я попал, а с остальными я не попал. Чем там еще было парировать? Ой, сейчас уйдет.
Hit the brakes, Cole. Give him some room.
Голова бутафорская. Ну, я не знаю, вряд ли она бы ответила мне, откуда эта голова.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
cherry pie was big.
Блин. Нужно было подойти, где лежит газета какая-то там.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Просто типа постоять, что ли, послушать.
I love these waitresses. Everyone's a dog.
Незаметно войдите в кафе. А вон надо сесть за... За газету.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I got the film.
Так.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Смотреть квартиру Бишопа. Быстро. Мы должны успеть. Раньше, чем они.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he's
Да
done the job
куда ты
properly.
поворачиваешься?
McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at the girl.
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
What did you make of the kid?
Ё-моё.
Believe her story?
Трамвай какие-то.
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units, officer needs help. 333 South
Да, ну
Main
сейчас,
Street.
ага. Нет.
333 South Main Street, officer needs
Мне
help.
нужно Бишопа
211
успеть.
shots fired. Unit to handle code 3,
Быстро.
identify.
Без подмоги. Сори.
11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Так, номер 803 нам нужно.
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Ага. Не получилось приехать раньше.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
О.
Look, lady, I
Так,
can pound you or I can pound your husband.
803.
Give it up! LA
Стоять! Ё-моё.
I'm about to break
О, видишь, напарник помогает.
I curse you and your children.
Хорош, -1. Ё-моё, напарника уработали. Вот так вот. А ты как стал? Там напарник, видели, осел просто. У него пару пропущенных было, и он просто сел.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes.
Мы пока смотрим, да? А что осматривать-то? Ну, допустим. Это кто?
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Угу. Понял. Так, тут вроде ничего интересного. Здесь... Это что? Спички.
Incidental.
Нет.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Нетерпимость.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Это что? Бабки, бабки, бабки забираем.
Nope.
Ладно, не удалось. Это что такое?
Not much help.
Нет.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Ну, это кольцо, помада, да больше ничего интересного. Так. $20,000 чек.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Интересненько.
I don't think so.
Вряд ли. Так, ну, я думаю, все, да? Можно идти допрашивать. По идее. Давай. Поехали.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Сомнения, наверное.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Так,
where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Ну, допустим.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. but I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
Так у меня есть этот чек, ты чё? Ты чё, вот он.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Шантаж уже пошел.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Так, погоди. Так, тогда сомнения давай.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble.
4 из
It could
4.
go easier for him if you were more helpful,
Хорош
Mrs.
вообще.
Bishop.
Четко.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Вот так-то. Так, телефон.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Так, на склад бутафории погнали. Счастливо оставаться, как говорится. Не, ну 4 из 4 это 100%. Это, я считаю, уровень.
Movie star, a wannabe starlet, and movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Мус, сейчас мы это самое закончим допрос. Сейчас я посажу в тюрягу всех этих самых виновных и приду спать. Да. Ты меня гипнотизируешь, что ли, или что? Я понял.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the captain.
Не-не-не-не-не-не. Ладно, поехали. Поехали на подкрепление. Меня больше всего раздражает то, что надо каждый раз ехать через, блин, весь город на эти подкрепления. А так, в принципе, прикольно это задание. Бывает. Не все, но бывает. Вот вчера, когда мы подписчика с кастрюлей на голове ловили, вот это прикольно было. Леха белый. С кастрюлей на голове. В итоге прыгнул, блин, вниз.
Officer needs assistance, 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply, 540 West 9th Street. Unit can...
Так, что у нас
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Хорош.
Look out, more of them. Put them down.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy
Второй где? Всех убил. Все, что ли? Это все подкрепление? Ё-моё. Здорово, Димский, привет. Добрый вечер.
11 King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's a code 4. Notify a supervisor in the corner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army Surplus is code 4.
Так, все, поехали. Куда мы там должны? А, на склад бутафории. Куда я, блин, поехал? Ладно. Ты куда, вот куда ты бежишь, а? Идешь в Far Cry 6? Я? Не, у меня вообще по барабану. У меня помимо Far Cry 6 еще дофига всяких не пройдено. Но я на релизе вряд ли буду ее покупать, это точно. Ё-моё, тупик. Возможно, потом как-нибудь по скидке. Не особо интересно, я думаю. Я даже Киберпанк не покупал. Но я изначально говорил, что я его не буду покупать и играть, потому что мне неинтересна стилистика. Как там потом еще почитал отзывы про него, обзоры посмотрел. Опять игра, блин, нет, хорошая. Больше не того. Короче, про Киберпанк почитал, посмотрел, что там куча багов. В итоге правильно, что я не купил. Компания «Серебряный экран».
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Говорят, разрабы деньги закуплены в Киберпанке. Правильно сделали.
So, you coming?
Фигню сделали какую-то. Куда он нас идет?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Так. О, голова. Ну, ни одна не похожа. Опа. Таблеточки.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her screen test. What is wrong with these people? Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Сейчас мы подумаем. Так. Вот она.
So this is where you sprang
Вот
from.
она. Марк Бишоп, Джессика Хэмилтон. Нуху интересует, как говорится. Как в Квейне, помните?
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Пусто.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Так, ну чё, все ясно? В принципе. Так, ну и погнали.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Угу, погоди. Секундочку. Нифига тут, блин, улик. Господи. Фото Бишопа и Хопгуда на фоне здания серебряного экрана. Фото декорации Великой Вавилонской стены. Всю нетерпимость. Макет Великой Вавилонской стены. Это шантаж. Доказательство того, что Марк Бишоп платил деньги, чтобы скрыть свои скандальные похождения. Это не то. Ага. Ага. Марк Бишоп, Джессика Хэмилтон, катушка своим барабан джунглей. Ну и чё? Ну, допустим, я нажимаю ложь, и чё мы ему предъявляем? Вот эту фотку? Типа, что он давно его не видел. Так она могла быть сделана вообще фиг знает когда.
You could hump a few props or sweep the floors if you got nothing better to do.
Ну давай, фиг его знает. Один уберем. Ну, врет, значит.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Фотография.
You should get your facts straight before you come in here and start shooting off that mouth of yours.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
Слабенько.
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps.
Опа.
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment.
То есть, кстати, мужик, он на, знаете, на кого похож на этого? Робби Уильямса, певец.
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important
Есть, да, что-то такое?
Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Как он их, а? Нормально? Ё-моё, по-моему, они обозлились. Надо уходить. Ой, извините. Я, по-моему, кого-то сбил, но это случайно.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set,
Посмотреть декорации фильма.
Oh, Christ. They say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch.
Куда
about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Декорация, фильм «Барабан джунглей». Погнали. Не специально, конечно, не специально. Это... Как это назвать-то красиво? Короче, это случайно. Не хотел, простите. Извините. Все верно. Да ну проезжай, пожалуйста, спасибо. Барабан джунглей, господи, что за фильм? Кто смотрел «Барабан джунглей», плюс в чат дайте, пожалуйста. Я не смотрел.
There's the slippery bastard
Где мой
now.
напарник шляпу потерял?
God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop!
Стоять!
Get him, Phelps.
Мы не договорили. Вон, побежал.
11K calling KGPL,
well.
requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop. This is all a big mistake.
Стой, собака.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice. I didn't do anything.
Трамплины какие-то пошли. Фига себе. Это у вас декорации прохудились, по-моему.
Bishop, that's enough.
Не-не-не.
That girl made it all
Нет.
up.
Хотел мне ногой опять. Хотел опять мне ногой дать в пятачок. Так, где он? Ага. Здорово.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
Блин, а почему под ним ломается, а потом на... Вернее, наоборот, под ним не ломается, а потом не ломается. Немножко не туда повернул. Бывает, бывает, бывает. Заново.
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
У мастера могут быть ошибки. Я прохожу третий раз.
We're trying to help you, Bishop. This is all a big mistake.
Конечная, да. Но немного не туда, надо было левее немножко взять. Было бы нормально.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice. I didn't do anything.
Берем левее.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the
конечно.
attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Ага, нашли.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Сейчас придется пострелять, я думаю.
Christ, detectives are trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the
Yeah.
hell down.
Ага. Ё-моё, попал в меня.
It's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Ты куда? Ё-моё.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Kill a cop.
Come on,
And it's the
this way.
electric chair.
Висок прям сразу. Что там? Да я так не выпаду.
Damn. Nowhere near it.
They're everywhere.
Да не, это перебор. Надо попробовать. Хотя они попадают почему-то. Да не, это выше моих сил. Шляпу потерял. Так, этого убили. Этого убили. Так, а до тех-то как добраться? Ну давай целься, ты чё? Да, может мне надо ружье подобрать? О! Сейчас все будет. Хорош. Следующий. Хорош. Все, четко. Ну, все, я их убил. Сейчас он нас куда-нибудь дальше поведет.
There's an army of them. We're done for.
Ага. Нифига себе там спуск. Конкретный.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
Ой, мамочка.
Those barrels at the base of the element column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly.
Тут прицелился, его уже нет. Блин, так сразу надо было сделать.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Пошли, слышь, Будет валяться.
Find some cover.
Да в смысле? С пятого раза.
Let's go. Stay with me.
Так, я Сомпсона постреляю. Я взял Томми Ган.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
А, это наш, ё-моё. Да подожди ты. Умри. Все, готово. Всех победили.
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for stitch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment.
Как раз новое повышение, у нас новое это продвижение.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, detective?
Sorry, Cab. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
Pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harley. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever
А вот
loved me.
она похожа чем-то на Анджелину
Hi,
Джоли.
Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Coul Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore?
Осуждаем.
Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Такие дела. Да, с вопросами я, конечно, накосячил. Повышение. По-моему, в отдел убийств мы, по-моему, переходим сейчас. Полгода спустя.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch.
И начальник новый, соответственно. Но мы его уже видели в обучающей миссии.
The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years.
Новый костюмчик.
Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Coul Felps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
Это наш новый напарник.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Но это мы будем проходить в следующий раз. На сегодня хорош. Пойдем отдыхать. Футбич смотреть через сколько? Через полчаса, там чуть больше. Завтра не знаю, будет стрим или нет. Потому что завтра пятница. В воскресенье точно не будет. В субботу под вопросом. В понедельник тоже. Короче, в воскресенье, понедельник точно не будет. Завтра не знаю, в субботу не знаю. Как-то так. Посмотрим. Такие дела. Все. Всем спасибо за стрим. Спасибо, что пришли. За компанию. 5. Оп. Всем хорошего вечера. Просмотра футбола. Или просто поспать. До не знаю когда, увидимся, короче, на днях. Либо завтра-послезавтра, либо во вторник. В воскресенье, понедельник точно не будет. Ну, я в ВК напишу, если что будет. Обычно. Как всегда. Все. Всем еще раз спасибо. Хороших выходных. Не пукать, не болеть. До встречи. Пока.